with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Offense in a bunch formation. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll run play action. Buying some time. Pulls it in. It's Young. Oh, he got loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And his throw is incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Oh, got some room into the goal line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Craven.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Craven. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, getting downhill faster.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had.
Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
To throw, it's Russell. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Rigby. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it, using the quick game. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but
trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craven. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and was able to make the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Good timing on the quick out. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the air, it's Russell. throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kramer. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kramer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Aggies are in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Defense dropping into soft coverage. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back now for pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. 2 consecutive plays, they can't protect the QB.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the first. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got a man. It's Bussey. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vincent. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Craven. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Texas A&M going quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's good.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you've got to have an execution. There's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Breaks the tackle. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Bussey. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Craven. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Aggies! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Intercepted, number 19. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move, it's Young. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job at coverage there.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Corner's going to give them room. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quick completion on the outlet. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Shakes off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Rigby. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Steps away. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bussey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Vincent. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Aggie! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this.
Makes a grab on the shot. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. To the air, it's Russell. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Craven. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Texas A&M likely will just try to bleed the clock. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. He makes a fair catch, couple steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one